And welcome to Hannity. Tonight we are witnessing what is an unprecedented effort around the country from the radical Socialist Democratic Party to fundamentally, radically transform this country. In his frail, cognitively struggling state, Joe Biden, the leader, might not realize it, but his administration is now waging what is an all-out assault on the principles that have made this country great. As we speak, the Democratic Party is now plotting a new court packing scheme to seize control over the judicial branch of government, a co-equal branch. They're eyeing statehood for D.C., for Puerto Rico, to guarantee what? 4 new Democratic senators in perpetuity. They are federalizing elections and prevent all forms of voter authentication. That means no voter ID whatsoever. That's through H.R. S.R. 1, thus increasing the opportunity for what? Fraud, abuse, no integrity, no confidence in future elections. That will be the result. They want to get rid of the legislative filibuster. Why? So they can ram through this radical agenda, their bills through Congress without any Republican support, and their policies will shred our Constitution, starting with the woke cancel culture, destroying, let's see, the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, and pretty much the entire document. Now, of course, none of this is about freedom, liberty, security, or innovation, or making your life better. And for the left, this is about one thing and one thing only. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. This is about power. Power over our elections. Power that favors them. Power over our courts that favors them. Power over state legislatures, even if it's unconstitutional. Power over state and local law. Power over your life. Power in perpetuity forever and ever. And here's the end game. The Democratic Socialist Party ultimately wants all of America pretty much to resemble California and New York. High taxes, high crime, horrible schools, burdensome regulation, massive government corruption, and this is the dream. This is what they tell us. If you like New York and you like California, buckle up, because that's what the United Sanctuary Socialist States of America will look like. In New York City, if you are a peaceful, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen, you better not jaywalk or go 15 miles over the speed limit or forget to wear your mask or exercise, God forbid, your Second Amendment rights. You'll go to jail with probably little hope of ever getting out. But if you're a violent criminal, unfit for society, New York State welcomes you with open arms. You want to loot, you want to attack cops, you want to light a building on fire. Let's see. Throw rocks and bottles and bricks, Molotov cocktails for police, well, you get the get-out-of-jail-free card, literally, with their new no-bail laws in New York. In fact, many of these crimes are never even prosecuted. Last year, a guy robbed 4 banks, got arrested, got released, right back onto the streets, then immediately goes to rob another bank. Gets caught, gets released, then robs another one. Last night, we showed you this horrific video, a man brutally assaulting a 65-year-old woman. She was walking to church in Midtown Manhattan. As you can see, it's daylight. And by the way, pushing her to the pavement. Watch the face being stomped on again and again. The alleged perpetrator was out on parole after spending only 17 years behind bars for murdering his own mother with a knife. Why was he ever released? Meanwhile, in Ithaca, New York, you have a convicted cop killer. That's right, cop killer, convicted, recently paroled from prison, now sitting on the city's police reform board. Well, that's just genius. All across the country, that we are all witnessing similar things happening, like in California, which has also outlawed cash bail for those who cannot afford it. The state is also cutting funding for the LAPD. They're downsizing the hardcore gangs unit. And guess what? California has more violent crime than any other state in the nation. So if you like California, you like New York, you're going to love Biden's socialist utopia. By the way, also, both are sanctuary states, meaning they shield even criminal illegal immigrants. Even those that get out of jail for violent crimes, they are protected by these states from deportation and enforcing the law of the land. But if you're a law-abiding citizen with no criminal record, work hard, pay your taxes, obey the laws, tries to follow the regulations, you better mask up. You better follow all of the COVID protocols. You better get all of your required permits, or you'll probably go straight to jail and your business could be shut down. You could face serious life-altering consequences. And God forbid if you want to hold a church service somewhere. Now, unless you're California Governor Gavin Newsom, who in the middle of his state's draconian lockdowns enjoyed his maskless dinner at that fancy restaurant with a large group of friends, doesn't seem too distant to me. See, when Democrats have all the power, the rules don't apply to their magnificent leaders. They'll defund the police, then they hire armed guards. They'll shut down the public schools because of COVID and send their own kids to private schools, just like Gavin Newsom. They'll ban guns and then enjoy the services of their own state-backed private security, armed. Maybe this is why every single city in the U.S. with a high rate of violent crime is run by Democrats and has been for decades. And when any of their policies create a major crisis, like, for example, the one that is real at our southern border, well, Democrats just pretend it's not happening or that it's totally out of their control. Then they accuse anyone who criticizes them for being a heartless monster. Well, those conditions, frankly, are heartless that they're putting these kids in. Here's a great example of all of this from today's press briefing. Take a look.
Has the White House considered beefing up border security now that there is video of a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old being thrown over the wall in New Mexico?
Beefing up border security.
There's video now of a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old.
I've seen the video, and I think any of us who saw the video were incredibly alarmed by the steps of smugglers.
They still got close enough, as you guys are talking about addressing root causes in the region, for a smuggler to throw them over a wall into the desert. And I'm just curious what the White House is doing to stop that from happening.
And are you concerned more about the kids' safety, or are you concerned about kids getting in, or tell me more about your concern here?
Kids' safety is, as you just mentioned, the main concern.
Well, of course it is, which is why I'm often surprised by some of the line of questioning in here.
Circle back, Jen Psaki. Why are you surprised? You saw the kid. Look at these kids being dropped 14 feet up in the air. Maybe you and the president and vice president should have not invited those to seek asylum in the United States. You're letting all of these people in, as was recorded by 19 U.S. senators. And by the way, what are the conditions like? Maybe you should tell the people that our borders are closed, our laws will be enforced, they will be deported and deported immediately. Then maybe finish building Donald Trump's wall. Then maybe reinstate Donald Trump's policy, which is stay in Mexico and get rid of catch and release. But we all know that's not going to happen, is it? You think they care that kids are being tossed over the wall? It's happening because they created this scenario. What about the kids in Biden's cages? You think they really care about any of those conditions in those migrant detention facilities? Yep, Joe Biden just keeps building more and more cages. As you can see, if you ran a daycare center, if you ran a pre-K center, and they came in and took photos like that, you would be arrested for child abuse. Now, you think they care about national security risks at the border? The violent cartels that are making money, they're making a bundle, hand over fist. For Democrats, this is nothing more than a PR crisis only, and in the end, it's worth it for them, apparently, because they do nothing to solve it. They won't even acknowledge it, like they didn't acknowledge the riots over the summer. The left seems to believe that open borders means, oh, more Democratic voters will give them something of great value, amnesty. We just hope they vote for us. Now, just take a look at this gleeful pandering from the First Lady.
When we come together, we are powerful. With love for our communities, with hope for our future, with faith in each other, anything is possible. So say it with me. Si se puede. The future is ours. Thank you.
Nailed it. As you can see, everything Democrats do, everything they say, every bill they enact, or through executive fiat and the stroke of a pen, every group they pander to, it is all a shameless attempt to use your money so they can gain power, hopefully in their minds in perpetuity. But buckle up. You better brace yourselves. If they are successful, this democratic socialism, like every other socialist experiment before, it will fail. It will destroy the United States of America as we know it.